What is up? My dog's lost in here. It's a cold, beautiful morning. I originally was gonna put the paddleboard in and try to go for a fish and look for some snook or tarpon maybe, but cold front hit and it's like 54 degrees. So we're looking for a backwater giant, looking for a really, really big largemouth and really big snook. I got a big old swim bait tied on and hopefully we can find a giant. All right, got a big bad bull shad that I got off Shop Carl's. Today's video is an extremely long-fought battle of committing to throwing big swim baits for the whole day, and it was mentally draining, but in the end, it finally paid off with a absolute stud. Man, this spot right here, dude, I used to catch so many freaking snook and bass here as a kid. Oh, giant largemouth just followed me out right there. No way. Right out of the pipe. Oh, like 4-pounder just came right out of that pipe right there. He was literally about to crush the shad, and I think he saw me. Not doing my diligence and kneeling down here. He literally just came right out of the tip of that culvert pipe right there. This exact spot is where I filmed my first YouTube video ever when I was 15 years old, and my mom filmed me with a handy camera while I was trying to catch a tarpon. I ended up taking the video down, but who'd have guessed 10 years later that I would be back here filming YouTube videos for a living about fishing. Oh, I just got whacked on the citizen way out there. Maybe it'll come back for it. No freaking way. Maybe it wasn't a big fish or something, but God, citizen just literally topped it and ran. Boom. Hey buddy, we're gonna get you out of the road so you don't get crushed by a bicycle. Right. I was here 2 days ago, this spot, and there was like 40 snook sitting on this spillway, and they would not eat anything. It was like I would throw a lure at them and they would swim the other direction as fast as possible. Okay, it's been a bit of a weird day. I basically had to go to like a business meeting, and so I am now fishing a little residential spot here with the citizen. Hopefully we can find a big old maybe snook or largemouth or something. Oh my God, I just got rocked underneath that bridge on the citizen. Holy crap. Oh my God, giant. I knew it, dude, I knew it. Giant bass, giant bass. Keep your head down. Oh my God. Came up out of the dark and ate the citizen. I knew it. Might just have to bank flip him here. Oh, absolute giant. I freaking knew it. That's a 6-inch citizen down his mouth. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. That's a 7-pound bass. So there's a 7-pound largemouth. Easy, maybe 6. Oh my gosh, I knew it was gonna happen. Throwing a giant swim bait in a super public, overpopulated pond. It's a giant. Let me wet him off. That is a giant largemouth. He came up in the shallow, it ate the citizen out of nowhere. I've been literally waiting all day for that moment right there. An absolute monster fishing public water, throwing giant swim baits. My hunch was basically if you throw something huge that no one else is willing to throw, you might catch a giant, and it paid off. Look at the mouth on that fish. Absolute bucket, easily 6 pounds, easily. So important to get a good release on these big giant females. I mean, if that's not a big fish, dude, I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna make sure she's already so strong. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my gosh, dude. I have been throwing that Citizen all freaking day, and I've had 2 bites, and then that was my 3rd bite on the Citizen the whole entire day. I've been throwing that in the bull shad, and I'm in like the middle of a city in a super heavily fished park. I've already talked to like a few people fishing today. Oh my gosh, unreal, unbelievable. I can't even describe how giddy and excited I am. Look at my swim bait. He's been annihilated. Oh my gosh, dude. That was a giant, a bona fide freaking giant on the giant swim bait too. Oh, it's hard to put it into video. It is 4:53 right now. I have been fishing since 7 a.m. with a break in between for lunch and a business meeting I had to go to. And I've been throwing giant swim baits and nothing else. That is the 3rd bite I've had in the entire day. 3 bites. And that was the bite that counted. This lake is amazingly clear, full of grass, and obviously extremely public. There's always people fishing here all the time. Dude, you commit to throwing something big. It might not always work, but it's a chance you are going to find the fish that no one else is finding. Throwing something different is one of the best ways to catch a big fish. And I guarantee people who are very casually recreationally fishing in a little public pond aren't throwing big giant swim baits. They're throwing Texas rigs, and they're throwing spinner baits, liplesses, that type of stuff, which can catch big fish. But man, you know what? It is the most rewarding thing in the world to commit to an idea of throwing a big bait and having it finally pay off. Unbelievable. I wish I had a scale. I literally this morning got up really early and dug around and couldn't find my scale or measuring tape, and I just left. I'm not one for necessarily fishing ponds or whatever, but this is actually like a pond with interconnected canals of like miles and miles of canals. So it seems like small water, but it's actually an enormous chain of water. And to kind of add the cherry on top to make it even cooler is that my dad growing up as a kid used to fish this pond and this canal system and all this water as well. And to like, you know, he's always said to me, he's like, these canals have been around for 45, 50 years. There's giants in them. There can be giant fish in them. And even in these canals, they eventually lead to salt water, and there's possibility of snook and tarpon seeping in over the years into them as well. So, I mean, to stick it out all day and absolutely slam a giant at the end of the day in Pop's old waters is really rewarding. Really rewarding, man. Location change. Let's see if we can find another heifer. It would be most dope if we could catch maybe 1 or 2 more fish, but regardless of whatever happens to the rest of the night, cloud 9,000, dude. Such a good freaking fish. I'm just blown away by that fish, man. Well, bit of a unfreaking believable day. Super long, fought it out, throwing the big swim bait, stuck to the game plan, and ended up paying off with literally a monster. Oh, I'm just so ecstatic. I'm gonna go home, see my wife, see my dogs, see my unborn fetus. What an awesome day. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't checked out the podcast that I started, I'll leave a link down below for that. You should go check it out. It's been a ton of fun, and people seeming to be loving it, so I appreciate you guys. That's all for me. Until next video, peace.